Welcome back to the sixth episode of Juggling Thoughts. I'm your host for today, Zach Jacinto, and today I am here with.
I am Kit Banta, known as Loud Ass FF. Can we swear? Can we swear here?
Yeah,
Okay. Joke lang.
Okay, so why don't we start with you telling us about yourself?
Okay, so hi guys. I'm Kit. This is Zach. You can talk to us. Joke lang. Okay, so basically I'm 21 years old. I turned 21 this year, and I'm currently scouring through different adventures in life. I am a small businessman. I am not as rich as this guy because he has this. He has someday to show up for. Pero
Don't believe
yeah,
him, guys.
I have a media platform. I have an auto parts store that I'm trying to build up to, and just trying to make a name for myself. And I'm still a student, so I'm trying to 6-7 balance everything together. So yeah, that's something about me.
Okay, so from like with all the things that you've said, what is one dream that you've put aside? And like, if you were in the same situation today, what would you do to prove that you were wrong?
Okay, so forgot to say, I'm a. Well, how do you say that? Like,
Entrepreneur?
I'm an aspiring. No, I'm an aspiring racing driver because I currently am running in different racing segments, I believe, or what you call it. I run in FTW, and I'm trying to make a name for myself there. Which is I brought it up because your question, basically is the dream that I set aside for. And honestly, before everything happened here, I set aside racing because unfortunately back in you're gonna post this here. Sorry if my mom's gonna see this, pero I got in a motorcycle accident, which technically it really lowered my whole morale on a lot of things. And
So when was this motorcycle accident?
this was like last year.
So
It's very
very recent.
recent. Yeah, it's very recent. And no one knows about it except for my girlfriend. So shout out to you. Pero, yeah. It really gave me this big setback on my dream of being a race car driver. Because unfortunately, it lowered my morale, as I said, and my confidence, like a big drop
Yeah.
in my confidence. Kasi as a driver, you need to have your full confidence.
confidence,
Yeah, or
yeah.
else you're gonna mess up. And that's really bad. So, yeah.
So this motorcycle accident of yours happened on the street?
Yeah. Unfortunately, someone crossed, and my brakes they weren't able to connect. So, unfortunately, I had to hit. I didn't want to hit the person, but an accident, accidents happen, and the person kind of got in my way, and I wasn't able to brake. So I kind of hit that.
So you were overspeeding basically.
Sorry.
Were you overspeeding?
Oh no! I was traveling very slow because there was a jeepney beside me. So at 50 kilometers an hour, I didn't expect that anyone would just pass by or would cross the road, right? And what's worse is that person wasn't looking my direction; they were looking like the other way. So it was really nerve-wracking for me, especially because we both fell down.
So what happened after that?
Oh
Like,
yeah, we just
were
went to
you-
the hospital, and luckily there was no head damage, there was no wounds, there was no open wounds or whatever. We just had to go through clearance, like CT scan, X-ray, and all that stuff, and nothing. Just my arm just got numb for like a week. Yeah, that was it. That was the worst part of it.
Okay. So at least both of you guys are safe
Yeah.
and
We're safe. I
you
think she
guys ended up
graduated na.
on a
Yeah.
good on good terms
Yeah, we're
naman.
on good terms
Okay,
naman.
okay, that's good. Okay. So with the dream that you gave up on, like you losing your morale, right, because of the accident,
Yeah, yeah.
and you not being able to pursue being a racer, what could you have possibly done different?
To achieve that dream faster. So I guess yun nga, I lost my confidence.
Uh huh.
And that's the biggest thing that I needed to bring back so that I could make my dream come true. And unfortunately, I could have done that faster if I just... Kasi confidence doesn't just come from your will. It doesn't just come naturally. You have to slowly grind up to it because, of course, it's not an automatic thing that you're just gonna be confident one day. So I did these small steps into gaining my confidence. For example, is a week after I got on a motorcycle again and I drove. Not far or not fast, but I just tried to shake the nervousness off so that when it comes to different times, I wouldn't be nervous and I wouldn't be scared and I would know what to do. Just to shake it off. Then after doing that, week after again, I went on long rides na with friends to support me. Of course, friends are like really big things in life. So if you don't have a friend, you can always reach out, to anyone random or just someone that you can vibe with because that's really important.
Because they're basically your support system.
Yeah, yeah, that's like the foundation of yourself as a person.
Okay. So, with everything that you've mentioned, when did you last start feeling that you're actually growing? Like growing in an aspect that you're learning new things, you're thinking differently from, for example, yesterday. Your mindset yesterday was a lot different compared to now, and you think that's better, it's different.
Okay, so basically, I have a thing for myself where I set a rule for myself every day na okay for today these are my goals, right? And for tomorrow I need to make sure that those goals are more than the goals that I had before. So I just need to be better than who I was before. Yeah, it's just me trying to push myself more so that I have room to be better. I have room to improve, basically, and I have room to reflect. Because after every day, I reflect onto myself. Na okay, I'm gonna lay down in bed. I'm gonna pray, and then before I sleep, oh sorry, other way around. I'm gonna lay down in bed, and then I'm gonna think of what did I do today that I wish I did better, so that tomorrow I can apply it to myself, and then I pray, and then I sleep, and then it's just a repetition of everything that's gonna happen from this day, that day, the next, and next, and next, and next, and so forth.
So with what you said, well, a lot of people that are probably younger than us or probably the same age who has a whole different mindset would think that the way you do things is just filled with small steps or boring steps. What would you say to them?
Like to encourage them, you mean?
Like, if that's what they think, that whatever you do, like
It's too much.
your
Too much for them
everyday,
to handle,
no,
yeah.
like your everyday routine that,
Oh, yeah.
that you're making sure that you do better tomorrow and all that, then do whatever things you couldn't do today, you'll do tomorrow. Like, some people consider that small steps, right? Small and
Yeah, yeah.
boring steps.
Yeah, I get it.
So, what would you say to them?
Like my mother, like my father said before, this is gonna change your perspective on everything that I just mentioned. Small progress may be small, but it's still progress, right? So, if for example, I had a habit before of going home late, extremely late, like I wait until the sun rises just to go home, like 5 a.m. But then I started decreasing that to from 5 a.m. I go home at 4, and then 3, and then currently I'm trying to get home at 2, right? So that's it. It may seem boring, extremely boring, because it's like it takes time, So that's why it gets boring. It's not the fact that you're doing something to improve yourself. It's just the fact that it's boring because it takes time, right? So any small step that you make towards being better is better than making or taking 2 steps back. Because if you take 2 steps back, you need to make 4 steps forward, right? Because you have to allot for the time or the things that you've lost. Because if I stay in one place, if I don't do anything that's going to make me better, even the slightest bit, like, okay, I wasn't able to do anything productive today, pero I helped my mom. Like individually, I wasn't able to do anything today, but I helped my mom. That doesn't necessarily mean that I became better as a person. It doesn't necessarily mean that I made big progress on myself, but it means that I made progress towards having a better relationship with my mother.
Yeah.
So small steps matter, no matter how you think that it's not, right? So yeah, that's it.
I like what you said, that small things matter, because for me, I personally believe that small things make you who you are.
Yes.
Because you may give meaning to the smallest things, but that just explains what kind of person you are. Like, for example, there are always people who just focus on the bigger picture, right? And then they just, like, they don't notice those small things that actually break them.
Yeah.
But for the people who are focusing on the smaller things to bigger things, it's like what I learned like a few years ago. You always think big, but you start small.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
That's why it's like staircases, right? That's why they said that there's a stairway. Or you know those pictures of Facebook?
Yeah.
It goes like someone someone's going up the stairs, and then this other guy is going down. That doesn't necessarily mean that every easy way of doing things will lead you to good things. You need to work hard. You need to trust the process, no matter how small it is. And once you do that, you're gonna reach the goal that you're so looking forward to. Right?
And with what you said, maybe they're expecting that it's all uphill from there, but in reality, it's not. It's actually,
It's really not.
life is full of ups and downs. Like, you may think that you're on the rise, right, going up, but then in reality, just takes one day, and then it'll just bring you down.
Yeah. It's basically like the stock market, right?
Yeah.
You know how stocks work? So basically, any second of a day, it can go up. And then something will hit you just really hard, and then it just goes all the way down. It's gonna piss you off so bad.
Yeah.
You're gonna be so mad at yourself because, oh, you did this. But the point of having ups and downs
Yeah.
is not the fact that it's showing you that you're doing something bad. The point of having ups and downs is the fact that you have something to learn every day. You're gonna be either lucky or you're really blessed. But sometimes you're gonna have like no ounce of luck in a day. Like for me, during the day that I mentioned earlier na I got into a motorcycle crash, right? So that was my unlucky day. But a week later, the small progress that I made into gaining my confidence back, that's the slow progress. It's a slow uphill or the staircase that I took to being better. So that's the important part. You should always think about.
That's a small step you decided to take,
Of course.
not for anyone else but for yourself.
Yeah. But you can apply it to everyone else. You
Yeah.
can apply it to yourself. You can apply it to the people that are watching. You can apply it to the homeless person outside or wherever, whoever, you know.
But what can you say to the people that are selfless. As in, the things they do it to impress other people. They do it for other people, not themselves. What can you say to them? And can you say that it they're on a good track, or is it like what?
Okay, so basically, there's this thing that people call being a people pleaser, right? So you have the option to boast. There's a difference between boasting something, and there's a difference between there's a difference between boasting, and there's a difference between um, what do you call that?
Sharing?
No, not technically not sharing, because sharing is giving away, right? Or just like lending, something
Yeah.
like that. But there's a difference with boasting and showing off with um, flexing your success. Not totally pinagmamayabang, because there's a difference with that. Pinagmamayabang or boasting, that's basically like um, telling people na, oh, I have this,
Yeah.
I have that. You
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah.
You know, but you could also there's a thing where there's a good type of boasting.
Yeah.
Boasting doesn't necessarily mean it's always bad.
Yeah.
The good type of boasting, the other side, the difference of it, is you flexing to other people of what you have or what you learned. Not necessarily of, oh, I have a GTR. You don't. It doesn't necessarily mean that, oh, I don't have a GTR and I'm really jealous of you. It's not always materialistic things.
Yeah.
And for me as a person who went through so many things already at a very young age, for the people who are on that track in life, that you're boasting and you're really open about expressing your things, it's a phase. It's a phase in life that I wish upon everyone that you do not go through in a bad way.
Yeah.
Kasi I had friends before
Yeah.
that were really downing me
Yeah.
as a person because, this is their POV, okay? Oh, you don't have a car. I have a car. So you're nothing compared to me. See that? There's a difference. I would, right now, if I were in their position, I would be like, oh, I have a car, you're right. But I don't have something that you have. And if you're jealous, you shouldn't be. Because the car does not reflect me as a person. Although it is an extension of me, it is not what makes me as a person as a
Yeah.
whole. Because I have my own mindset.
Yeah.
I have my own faith. I have my own. I'm my own person.
Yeah.
So the car does not make me
Yeah.
a car.
Yeah.
Right. So it's still me.
Yeah.
So what I have to offer, what I have to explain to people, what I have to express is what matters the most. So if someone is there, if anyone is doing that, I hope you get over it quickly. If you're doing the bad type of boasting. If you're doing the good type of boasting, please, by all means, join the group of encouragement. Because there's a lot of people, not just here in the Philippines, but everywhere around the world, that are really affected by a lot of people. And if you're gonna affect people, at least do a good effect,
Yeah.
right?
Do it in a good
Yeah.
way. Yeah. Encourage people instead of bringing them down.
Yeah, of course.
Actually, that's the crab mentality of Filipinos. We have to face it. Parang
Yeah.
if someone they used to know, or like someone they're close with, is higher than them, their initial thinking is to bring them down
Of course.
because they want to be on equal footing, diba? They don't want anyone else to be above them.
Yeah, exactly.
Like as simple as you driving a nice car on the road. When you're driving a nice car on the road, there's these people that will just suddenly go faster, overtake you, all that, because of the mentality of they think na mayabang ka.
Yeah.
They think that you're showing off your good car, all that. But in reality, you're probably just sitting in the car, you're just driving, and then you're just enjoying the music, you're enjoying your car. It's just because you know yourself that you worked hard for it, right?
That's another point. He's right. You're right. Kasi you're not flexing it in a bad way. You're just expressing to people that I worked hard for this.
Yeah.
Like me. There's a lot of people that, like, because I have a Civic. And fortunately, thank you Lord for the wonderful blessing that I was blessed with a Honda Civic Type R, which is basically the top of the line of the Civic car, right? And whenever people come up to me, or whenever some people around my friends express na, oh, nagka-Type R ka lang, or nagka-pera ka lang, nag-iba ka na. And I, in full arms, express and apologize to everyone who felt like I changed as a person. Yes, I admit. I'm gonna admit this on your podcast. Money did change me. Yes, because I was open to a lot of different things.
Yeah.
And when I first grabbed that, that first bit of money, it felt like I was on top of the world.
Yeah.
Not because I want to down people, but because I worked hard for that.
Yeah.
And for me as a person who's going to be in my age before, right? So I was like 18 or 19 when I made my first like big money, right? Big boy money. I was really expressive and I lost my ways as a person. Like people really often say na, oh, money changed you and all that, blah, 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 blah. But it's not me expressing to them that, oh, I have money. It's me expressing that I have this because I work hard for it, right? And unfortunately, that's just how people think sometimes. And you have to express to them na, oh, this may happen like this, pero this is still me.
And honestly, that's where you think that are they really true friends?
Yeah, that's true. That's why
And
you have to
then
keep good
over
friends.
time, you'll meet your true friends eventually. And I'm proud to say that he's a true friend, guys.
I'm older than him, by the way. I think he's like 18, I'm 21. And we met like last year. Really weird because we weren't talking. And now I'm friends with him. And his friends were like 17 then.
No, what?
Ay, di ba?
Bro, they're older than me.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
technically, I'm not a pedophile. Sorry. don't put that there. Cut that. Cut.
Okay.
Okay. Next question. You have another question?
So, to the people that, for example, people our age that are just in bed 2 a.m. scrolling, doom scrolling, whatever you might call it,
Yeah.
or like just doing whatever they want, like playing games, all that. What advice would you give to them?
It hits deep. It hits deep for me because when I was younger, when I was at your age, God, I feel so old. What the heck? Because it feels like it's like last year lang.
Yeah.
Nangyari yun. I was 17 and 18. No, unfortunately, no. So, it depends kasi on the person. So, if I'm going to express what I feel to someone who's your age, for example, you're kasi there's a difference with, and I'm going to say this not because I'm shaming. I'm going to say this because it's just really how society works.
Yeah.
There are children of there are people. There are people of our age, between 18 to 21, that are focused on many different things. Like, and I don't mean to stereotype, okay? It's disclosure. There are people who want to be something that they're not. Let's say I know people earlier, in my earlier ages, that were exposed to gangs, bad things, drugs, Thankfully, I'm not. Okay,
Yeah.
let's just make that clear. Thankfully, I'm not. Um, and there's just a different mentality kasi.
Yeah.
So if you're a person who's in bed right now and that you're watching this at 2 a.m. and you're a person who's hooked onto drugs and bad habits,
Mm-hmm.
if that's what you want with your life, I am not a person to tell you not to,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because that's your life.
Yeah.
Pero I would let you know right now that it's not a good thing to move on to.
Yeah.
Like you do not want your portfolio in your life
Mm-hmm.
to be, oh, I'm the 17-year-old kid before that did drugs
Yeah.
because it's cool,
Yeah.
right? That's how people think now. That's how the generation thinks now. Oh, doing bad things is cool because not everyone does it, and everybody's gonna be like, oh shit,
Yeah.
right? For people naman who are young entrepreneurs, young people who wants to make it in life, like you,
Mhm.
he's like trying to do stocks right now. That's why he's doing this podcast because he wants to express. Um, my the thing that I want to say to you is, don't give up. Don't give up on yourself like how I did before.
Mhm.
Because I had it extremely difficult for me to the point na I woke up at 4 a.m. crying because I didn't know what to do with my life. Not because I chose that, but because I had no vision of myself. I never thought to myself that I would be having these type of things, like having this car, having enough money to sustain myself at this age, right? Because everybody has dreams. Everybody has dreams. A young child or like a 10-year-old child probably like, oh, when I grow up, I want to have a Ferrari. Or, you know, the kid that saw your Supra before here,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he had a time where, oh, I want to have a GT3 RS
Mhm.
or a GTR like that, like him. Like, there are so many ways where you can express yourself in different ways to different people.
Mhm.
And for the person who's listening to this, whatever you do will be a reflection of yourself.
Yeah.
It will stick to you
Yeah.
until you grow old. It's the long-lasting, um, it's the long-lasting thing that is embedded in you. Yun yung iisipin ng tao, right?
Yeah. And as you mentioned, diba, that whatever they do represents themselves. But what most of them don't think is that whatever they also do represents how their parents raised them.
Yes, of course.
Since
Because-
everything that you do reflects on your parents.
Mhm.
So if you decide to go on the drug side, all that, then it just represents that your parents didn't care, or maybe they did care, but you just didn't want to listen, and you know, like it just represents that your parents weren't able to discipline you well enough. And of course, all parents that want the best for their children. And I'm sure that none of them want their children to be doing drugs, all that.
Yeah.
So it's actually thought. And one more thing about the dreams, right? For example, those kids that dream like, oh, I want to have a Ferrari, I want to have a Lamborghini. Well, it just reminded me of my previous podcast that he mentioned men never grow. If you can relate to that, men never grow because there's always that inner child within us. Like that inner child where, like for us, we want to be racers, right? And I'm pretty sure that we've been both dreaming about this for so long, like maybe ever since we were a kid or what. And honestly, since right now I'm also trying to pursue racing, so honestly that inner child within me always just jumps, you know what I mean? So I get what he meant, that men never grow.
And
Men
this is
never
coming.
grow up.
Sorry, this is coming from him. already has like, who's been through so many things na. He already had a Lambo, he already had GT3 RS, he had everything already, guys. Pero he's still being humble about it. So that's the most important part about it.
Yeah, well,
Kasi,
with my situation, that's how my parents raised me.
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly
so
what he said.
they wanted me to, they wanted me to feel how it feels like having these things, all that. But at the end of the day, those are not mine. Those are their hard works, and I would never take them for granted, because, well, long story short, my life story is we just started from almost rags. Then we just slowly made our way up. And so the progress of my family, us having enough money to sustain ourselves, I was there. So I would see the progress, I would see the hard work. And, you know, most people don't know about this, but I barely saw my dad for 7 years because he would always be at work, and I would always be at school, and then our timing would just never be, it would just never
Sing.
be
Yeah,
there.
never sing.
And even on weekends, my dad would just sleep because, of course, he's tired, and I understand that. And as for me, I was a kid then, so I didn't really need to go out. So, but yeah, but the long story short, my dad did like everything he could just for our family to, be better, because that's what parents want, right? They want the best for their families and for their children. And I'm saying that firsthand because I experienced that firsthand. That I know if my dad didn't work hard, we wouldn't be in this situation right now, right? And I'm pretty sure you also wouldn't be in this situation right now if you didn't work hard. So that's why.
Wait, sorry, I'll cut you off there. You mentioned that your parents worked hard. My parents worked hard too. I don't want anyone to think that my parents like are bad
Oh, yeah,
parents.
yeah.
Okay, my parents are really great. I love my parents to death. I would, if there was a door that says if you walk through here you'll be gone, but at least your parents or your mother or your father would have the life that they wanted. I would go through that door because that's how much I love them. They're really hardworking parents,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure all the parents around the world, they're extremely hardworking.
Of course,
Because
of
they
course.
want the best for
Yeah.
themselves,
Yeah.
but more because they want the best for their children.
Of course, of
Right.
course.
Yeah,
Not
I just want to get that
yeah.
out there.
Yeah,
'Cause
I didn't mean anything of
yeah.
that, but I'm just like pointing out that you also worked hard for
Yeah,
your
of
own.
course.
So, everything is done through hard work, good grades, like, if you're in
Also, yeah,
school,
study well,
all
yeah.
that, study well. But, grades don't really define you. And I'm saying that firsthand. Grades don't define you, but it teaches you discipline. The things in school, it's not really important. You won't even
He said that. He said that, not me, guys.
No, you won't even be able to apply them in real life. But here's one thing I learned. The discipline of waking up early in the morning, of going to school on time, of doing your homework on time, of or maybe even earlier, right? And do like just excel. Excel in everything. Your homeworks, your projects, your tests, because they're already shaping you into the person you will be, right? So when you go to work, you have to wake up early, right? You have to be on time, and whatever work is given to you, you always have to do it properly, and you have to excel in it,
Yeah, exactly.
right? So for the people that think that school is useless, honestly, for me it is, but it teaches you the things that you're supposed to know and you're supposed to need.
Okay. So, I feel like, let's focus on the 4 points there before we move on to the next question. You said, wake up early. So, learn, excel. No, not excel. Do your
Go
homework.
to school. Go to school.
Go to school. Sorry, go to school. Do your homework.
Do your homework.
Correct. And excel.
Excel.
Right. So those are 4 points. Let's figure this out together. So you said wake up early, right? And you're right. You wake up early not because it's a requirement,
Yeah.
but you wake up early because that's what you need to do as a person, so that you have something to do. You have the whole day to become a better version of
Yeah.
yourself. May it be for work, may it be for leisure, may it be for whatever you're thinking of, right? So that's point number 1. Point number 2 is you said go to school. Doesn't necessarily mean that you have to go to school. I mean, yes, of course, because you have to go to school. But in after school, that point of going to school means showing up. Just like how you mentioned earlier. This is just a whole circle. So showing up is important, no matter what, no matter what, no matter
Yeah.
where, no matter when. Showing up is important because it doesn't just it just doesn't shape you, but it shapes how people will deceive of you, how
Yeah.
people will think of you.
Especially like respect. Respect is a very crucial thing, and if you don't show up on time, for example, you set a meeting at this time, and you don't show up on that time or even earlier when you're the one who set the meeting, right? Then the person that was supposed to have a lot of respect for you will just, they won't have any respect for you at all because you can't even be a man of your word. And if that was your potential business partner, then how could they take your word, you know,
Yeah.
like without doubting
There's no
you?
trust.
Yeah,
Respect comes with trust,
yeah,
confidence, and discipline. If you don't have any of those, it will all fall apart.
yeah.
Sorry. So, yun. Um, where were we? Yung before?
The four parts.
The
So
4 parts.
the assignments.
Yeah, wait, sorry, no. Showing up,
Showing up,
right?
showing up,
Let's
yeah.
focus on that first again. Showing up, you need to show up for everything because it will be a reflection of you as a person. Like everything you do is a reflection. But this will not only just reflect you as a person, but it will also be something that inspires
Yeah.
other people.
Yeah,
Now, if he can do it,
Yeah.
if you can do it,
Yeah.
why can't I?
yeah,
Right? So it's not just showing up for work, not showing up for school,
Yeah.
but showing up in times where you need to show
Yeah.
up or where you should show up.
Yeah.
Doesn't always necessarily be a need, right? So point 3, let's move on to point 3, which is what's that again?
assignments.
Do your assignments. Do your assignments doesn't necessarily mean just doing your assignments.
Yeah,
It means doing the sufficient work that you need to do
yeah,
to show to people, to show to yourself
yeah,
that you've learned something
yeah,
or that you have something to offer on the table.
yeah,
Because in life, when you have no one else to rely on, you just need to rely on yourself. And if you can't show up, if you can't wake up early, if you can't show up, and you cannot perform, there you go. That's a word. Perform. If you can't perform well, then everything that you're doing does not make sense. Right. So
and if you don't do the task on hand,
yeah,
yeah,
you have to be on time with everything
Yeah.
too. Or if not on time, at least do it a day earlier.
Hmm.
If you can't do it a week earlier, do it 5 days earlier.
Hmm.
Just so that you have to show up for something, that you have to express to someone that, I did this, so you can do it too, right?
Oh, and one more thing I learned from school: time management.
Exactly. That's another one, yeah.
Yeah, because I was an athlete in my school, so I was part of the golf team, and I was
Varsity.
balancing out golf, school, and honestly, those were like the toughest times because it felt like I was deprived. I had nothing else but training. I had nothing else but golf or school or study, all that. It's like I was just, I was in that cycle every day. Until I realized that it was actually for me. Since at work, that's what you'll feel, right? Every single day is a cycle. It's the same thing over and over again.
That's life.
Yeah, that's life. But the thing is, I also learned to manage my time because if I was able to do my assignments early, I have time for myself. Then after training, I have time for myself as well, right? And it's like when I was starting, I was like, I would go to school, then I'll go to training, then I'll do my assignments, then I have no time for myself.
It's part of being an organized person.
Yeah.
It's part of having an organized time schedule.
Yeah.
So that's really crucial. You're right. It's really crucial in doing your work properly. So point 4. Point 4 is excelling. That excelling will only happen if you do the first 3 points.
Yeah,
there is no excelling unless you do everything that you need. The staircase that we talked about earlier, excelling is in the in the 100th level, right? So if you can't go up the stairs slowly but surely, you won't be able to excel,
Yeah.
right? But yeah, respect. Sorry, respect again, because it's a very sensitive topic.
Yeah.
Respect. I live by this quote. And I hope that everybody else lives by this quote. Respect is not a one-way street.
Yeah.
If you get if sorry, respect is a two-way street. If I expect it from you, you're expecting it from me as well.
Yeah.
It's a simple sentence, simple phrase, pero it hits deep kasi trust. Trust comes with respect. Respect is everything of the above. So you could put trust here, confidence here, your discipline, your organization, everything. In the middle is respect.
Yeah.
Right? So if you have respect, if you respect me, I will respect you.
Yeah.
It's like the golden rule. You know the golden rule? That you do to others what you want others do unto you.
Yeah.
There you go. That's the same sentiment of everything that we just talked about.
Yeah. And then with respect, it's like I just remember this one quote that respect cannot be bought.
Exactly.
Yeah, respect is earned, and you know it's earned through how you how you show up, how you do things, and how you're just able to get other people's respect.
That's right.
All right.
That's
So
about it.
thank you for the time. Thank you. That's episode 6.
Episode
Thank
6.
you.
Watch out for episode 7. Zach is cooking something. Say his next podcast will be sa race. And everyone's gonna be there. Like race car drivers. See you guys.